Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to my page. My name is mummyB. So today I want us to talk about the challenges, life changes and the expectations on a charity worker visa. Charity worker visa is it's not easy. I've always said that. It is doable, but it is not easy, especially when you are here alone. When you are here with a dependent, it's not easy too, but at least you have someone to run the race with. Two is always better than one. But when you are here alone on a charity worker visa, it's very, very hard. I would not lie to you. People have done it, people are doing it. Our threshold for stress and frustration is different, but generally it can be very hard and harsh. So that is why I have a couple of things that I have jotted down for you to have in mind when you are planning to go on a charity worker visa. So I wrote some things down and I'm going to be taking them one by one. First of all, I wrote that you should come with as much food as you can. Depending on the flight you are taking, they will tell you the amount of luggages you can move. I would suggest and advise you that at this point, and also depending on during the time of the year that you are coming, the season, some things are not necessary. Food is always number one on your list. Although most food are cheap here, but if you are from Africa, like I am, African food is not cheap here. African food is not cheap here. So while you can, or it's still going to finish, but at least for that 1 year as a charity worker, if you don't have to buy so many things because you don't have income, there's no money coming in. Most of the money that is going to, most of the transactions you are going to do during that 1 year is money leaving your account. So why spend money on food when you can get food from home? So most of the things you should pack in your bag, I would suggest that one of your bags should be entirely for food, because you need food. You need food. You can get food here, but African food is expensive. But you can also get some other food like everyday food. But you know these British people, they don't really have food. And the food that they have, for you to get accustomed to their food, for you to start being used to their food, it's going to take you some time. So why not just before you get used to that food that they have, come with your own food. You cannot be eating bread every day. You cannot be drinking tea every day. You cannot be eating pizza every day. It's not what you are used to, except that's what you have always been. But let's not deceive ourselves. You might have really wanted to taste all of this food, and but when you get here and you taste some of this food, you will just know that all these things that you are watching on TV and movies, it's just for fun. Most of them don't taste well because you are not used to it. You were not brought up on this type of dishes. So you will still fall back on your African food. So because you are also not being paid, by the time you get tired of their food, you should also have your food to fall back on, because you don't have money to spend on food at this point. So that's that. Pack enough food as much as you can. Then number two, pack clothes according to season. So when you are coming in, depending on the time of the year and the season that you are coming, don't pack too many clothes. You can get clothes here. I'm serious. You can get clothes here. If you are coming during winter, I would advise that you get some jackets, maybe one or two. Two at least. Let's not say one. Two at least, that you can change in between. And then when you settle down, you can get more. There are jackets in charity shops. There are jackets in Primark. All these low budget um, um, shops where you can get this, and then you can get them online on Temu, on Shein. There are so many cheap and quality jackets out there. Instead of stocking your luggage with too much clothes that you might not even need. I have so many clothes here that I have not worn in years that some of them I had to throw them away and buy new things here. You are going to have a lot of opportunities to get clothes here. You have opportunities to shop online, things you are not able to do when you were back home, because it's easy to get things online here. And because the address and postal system works really well here, you will get things as easy as that. So I will advise that don't pack so many clothes, rather pack foods and other stuffs. So that's two. Number three, come with enough money. You know that money that government said you should bring, 1,270. Even if your charity is still going to help you with maintenance, bring that money with you. Bring that money with you. You will need it. Just have it in your account. Because even if your charity is feeding you, it will get to a point where you don't like the food. Maybe you don't like how it's cooked. Maybe it's not spicy enough. Maybe there's something that's just going to off you about their cooking or the food itself. If you have your money, you can order food. You can cook whatever you want. And when you have money, you can do things by yourself. You don't have to be dependent on anybody. And remember, you might not have anybody here. And even if you have people here, you don't know how they are living their lives. Until you get here, that's when you would know that it's not easy for some people out here. It's not easy for some people. Some people are still looking for COS. Some were on COS and their companies were shut down, and people are going through a lot. But when you come here, depending on people here, without knowing their income, you don't know how they are living, and you want to come and add to their problems, that's not right. Come with your own money. Come with your money, and you would not regret it. So that's by the way. Then number 4, if you are able to get accommodation before you leave your country, it's going to work for you. It's going to take away 90% of your stress and frustration in your first few months. If you are able to get accommodation, if you know anyone here that can help you with accommodation, if your organization, that's for people that are coming to charities that are not going to give you accommodation. So if you are the one that's supposed to get your own accommodation by yourself, find a way to get accommodation before you come. I'm serious. If you know anybody here that can help you with shared accommodation that you can stay in for a few months, maybe 2 or 3 months, don't get accommodation that you have to start moving up and down within a week or two. It's stressful because the moment you are landing, you are starting your job. You are trying to apply for so many things. Applying for NI, you are applying for bank accounts, you are applying for this, you are applying for that. You don't have time. You don't have time. So if you are able to get accommodation before you come, it's going to be very good for you. Go online, go to, even Facebook can help you. Go to Facebook, look for that area where you are going. Most of these areas and communities, they have groups on Facebook. They have groups on Facebook where you can ask questions and talk to the local people in that area. Tell them when you are coming in, you are looking for accommodation, what type of accommodation you are looking for, things like that. Do all this while you are waiting to your planning to come in. It's going to help you a lot. I know it's not easy, but it's easier when you are not in a rush to get the accommodation. Because if you land here and start looking for accommodation, okay. So also the next one is your toiletries, supplies, all the things that you know that you cannot do without. Get them for as long as you can manage. Because while you are on this visa, remember that you don't have any income coming in. So the things that you have gotten are to continue to manage, because I want to talk about people that have sensitive skin like me. If you noticed if you notice in my videos, you see that I have rash on my face. It's because I have sensitive skin. It is not happening to my son or my husband. The sensitive skin started when, after my pregnancy, after I had my child, I started being sensitive to so many things, to hot water, to cream, to soap, to so many things. So my hormone was messed up, everything. This is one of the things that pregnancy and motherhood can do to you. So after that, I started managing, I started seeing a dermatologist in Nigeria before I left. So when I got here, the weather is so cold, and they use hot water here to bath. I didn't know about the hot water part, because the weather in Nigeria is hot, so we use cold water. So when I got here, it got worse at some point, because I was using hot water to bath, and my skin became very sensitive. I could not use so many creams. I tried so many things. It didn't work. It didn't work until I was able to use some other things. See, it's a long story. I think I need to do a video about that. Coming to the UK does not mean your skin is going to be glowing. I tell you. I tell you. It's been 1 year now, and I'm still going through it. Also, I discovered that when I first moved into the UK, I saw this. And now that we have moved from where we used to be to another city, changing the water there, and then I also discovered that the temperature here is different from where I was coming from. Here is a bit warmer than where we are. So my skin is still trying to adjust to all of that. So the weather, the water, everything affects me now. So there are people like that. In fact, there are so many people. When you first move, you are going to see changes in your skin. So don't be scared. It's going to take some time. If you know creams and medications that are going to help you, and supplements that are going to help, that your skin already, that your skin is very sensitive, please plan yourself. Get some of these things before you leave, so that by the time you settle down, or maybe probably when you finish and go back, if you plan to go back, if you plan to stay back, by the time you finish the charity visa and you get to another visa, and you're able to start earning, and you are settled, then you can order for these things from abroad. Order for them from wherever your country is, and then you can get them. But for that meantime, the ones that you can bring in, please bring them, so that you are not stranded. So that's my advice. Then another one is that you may be lonely at some point, even when you come with a dependent, your husband or your wife, because you are working different shifts. You are stressed, you don't have friends, you are not able to keep in touch with your family members and all of that. Just remember that it's just for a period of time. It's going to pass. You are going to get to a brighter side. Just keep working on whatever your plans are. If you have plans to achieve before the end of that visa, try to achieve them. Focus, focus, focus. Just focus. Everything is going to be fine. Take it one day at a time, one step at a time. You will get there. Just take your time. Also, be prepared to walk. You are going to walk. WALK, walk. I was not used to that in Nigeria. There's Okada everywhere. That's the only thing I miss in Nigeria. There are days when I just look at myself and be like, oh my God, I miss Okada. Okada is motorcycle, and also tricycles. They work locally in Nigeria everywhere. There are so many places where you can just take the Okada and you are gone. It's so fast for you to transport everywhere. Here they use buses. If you cannot use a car, if you don't have a car or you don't have a driving license yet, you have to get bus and trains to places. Then apart from that, maybe boat or Uber. But some of these things are very expensive. the bus is the easiest one to use, so everybody uses the bus. So now if you are planning to take the bus, they keep the time here. If you don't get there on time, you miss, even if it's just 1 second, you will miss the bus and they will not wait for you. They will not wait for you. So, and then the buses have bus stops. So sometimes you get down at the bus stop or you walk to the bus stop from wherever your own house is. This sometimes can be very far to the bus stop. Sometimes you are very tired, you have loads, and moving things here and there using a bus is not easy. We are working on our license, then maybe we can get a car. But before you get to that point, you are going to actually miss all these means of transportation in your country, because I miss. So I think those are some of the things I put down. If you have anything to add, please add in the comment section, and then we can interact in the comment section. These are the things I think. What do you think about all of this that I have said? Thank you for coming to the end of this video. I really appreciate your support. Continue to like, comment, and share. Bye.